Alright, we're back today, and this video is going to be all about our 97 GMC Sierra.
Yep, an OBS. This is, I guess, really the first video we've done an OBS on, and if you don't know what that means, it stands for old body style. It's what's considered the 88 to 98 GM full-size truck platform. I think it's a GMT 400 if you want to get technical with it. You know, the OBS is a really up-and-coming truck now, especially this time right now. I mean, I'd say they're just as popular as a square body is right now. I mean, a lot easier to get into, you know, more affordable than them in some cases. But yeah, I mean, overall good trucks. And if somebody's wanting to get into an older truck, which I would still consider this an older truck, you know, it probably the easiest one to get into, because you can still find, you know, some lower mileage trucks, which in today's time you're not finding, you know, lower mileage square bodies. If you are, you're paying you know, you're paying stupid money for them. So you can still find a reasonably low mileage OBS and, you know, not have to, you know, break a bank to get into it. But
yeah, and like you mentioned earlier, this is really the first OBS truck we have definitely filmed a video on, but just really been able to enjoy, I guess you say. We've got a couple other trucks, but they're builders. They're not really able to run and drive right now. You know, we have messed with square bodies and cat eyes. You know, we kind of just skipped over the OBSs here. So yeah,
we done mostly square body stuff, but like you said, we've got 2 OBS builds. Hopefully this fall we'll be starting
at least one.
Hopefully one of ours. So anyway, with that, so what's so special about this truck? This being a 97, second to last year for this body style truck, and then, you know, after that they went to, which was this?
The 9902.
Yeah, 9902, different front end is the cat eye front end. But
in the half tons.
Yeah, half tons. I don't think 3/4 ton and 1 ton changed until
2000 was, I believe, the last year.
Somewhere into there. But the one thing that stands out on this truck, if you know anything about these, are 90s model, 90s era GM paint, especially white. It was known to flake off, and I'll find some pictures of what this stuff looks like and throw up here. But a lot of 90s era GM white paint specifically, I don't know if it's, you know, a bad batch of white paint or some kind of contamination in it, but a lot of these trucks are just anything made during that era or during that time frame. The white paint would just peel off of it, and it would, you know, either start rusting, or you could just see the gray E-coat under it. And, you know, like I said, I have no idea why that happened, but for this thing to be, you know, all original white paint, have every bit of it on it still, nothing's flaking off of it. I don't even think it's got a rock chip anywhere on it.
No.
Which is very impressive. I mean, well, it's got one right there, but it's been touched up.
It's been touched up. But
anyway, spoke too soon there. Especially, you know, the mileage this truck has. I mean, I would consider this truck a low mileage truck. It's got 91,000 miles on it. Really, with these things, anything under 100,000, which I would consider a low miles truck. Would you not agree with that?
I would agree. And really, by even looking at this thing, you would not be able to tell it's even 91,000.
Oh,
it looks lower than that.
Yeah, and I know people are finding, you know, 5, 10, 20,000 mile OBS trucks, but I mean, these trucks were not bought and put up thinking like, oh, they're going to be worth what they are today. I mean, they were bought, used, drove. I mean,
they were trucks.
They were, you know, just a truck. I mean, now they're just now started to gain popularity, but yeah, just regular. This is just a regular 97 Sierra truck. I mean, unless it was like a 454 SS truck, or, you know, maybe a sport truck, people did buy them to put up, but I think those people ended up selling them before they bring what they do today. So you just never know with this stuff.
So like we mentioned, this truck is practically all original, which that does also include the interior. It is just dang near perfect. There is a few stains here and there on the carpet, but really nothing at all. And here is the miles. If it'll focus here. Up there, 91, 298. So yeah.
Yeah, I really don't expect it to get much more than that on it. I mean,
yeah, we're gonna try as hard as possible to keep this thing under 100,000. So.
yeah, which how we drive the stuff, it's probably wouldn't be that hard to do that. But
Yeah, but just the jams and everything. This truck is just extremely clean. I know I keep saying that, but it is.
it's impressive. I mean, if this thing is held up this well and it was this nice, and I think we're the third owner of it.
Yeah.
I think this truck originally came out of North Carolina. I'd assume it was bought new there, but I mean,
Obviously, it has been took care of its whole life. It's definitely set at least under a carport majority of the time. But yeah, like I said, third owner. This truck was actually daily drove for a while before we got it.
well, something else to add, it's been lowered, I think 2 inches front and back. I mean, if you really didn't know that, you really can't tell.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we wanted to, we could put it back, but I'm not. I'll probably just leave it like it is.
Yeah, I'm happy with the way it's set.
I'm
So
fine with it. So I don't know if we said it, but this truck has. I went through the RPO options. Which, if you don't know what that is, that's the pretty much the tag inside the glove box here, and it tells you everything that is on the truck, like how it was.
every single option that was on the truck.
How it was optioned out. You can show that there.
Yeah, if it'll focus, but either way. Actually, I find this kind of interesting. The RPO numbers, I think 86 was the last year they actually told what they were beside the RPO number. And then 87, I think they switched to just the number. So it makes it a little more difficult to figure out what it is, but you know, that's...
Yeah, I went through here and found every one of them that some of them they don't tell you what they are. I don't know why, but or you just can't find them. But I mean, it's got basically this front split seat, you know, electric door locks, power windows. One of them's floor mats. One of them's belt molding. I mean, it's a lot of the stuff is like little stuff.
It's stuff that's standard.
Yeah,
you know,
just basically standard options. L30, that's the 5.0 engine, which is a 305. Which for this, I don't really care if it's a 305 or 350. I'm not gonna discriminate in between them.
it's not like we're getting out here roasting the tires off or anything.
No.
There is the original manual and everything right there too. But yeah, go ahead and tell them some more of the options there.
Yeah, you know, M30 4-speed 4L60E. This was somewhere split 95/6, somewhere through there is when the transmission became electronic. I'm pretty sure. I don't know exactly what year that is. N83, that's these wheels that's on it. I didn't realize this. So these are known as SS wheels
Or sport wheels.
sport wheels, whatever. I guess they're most well known on the 454 SS trucks, but I didn't realize I guess you could option these for any truck you wanted to, but this truck has them factory optioned.
Which I think is actually pretty cool because
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't either until I started looking into it, but these are not the original wheels to this truck, but they're sitting over there. These were a set we had that had tires.
Yeah,
on
we
them.
do have the original wheels off the truck, so.
Yeah, so it's got all the radio stuff in it, you know, front, rear bumpers with the impact strips.
It's got a driver convenience package, premium audio. It's basically got every option you could get on this truck, basically.
Yeah, which is convenient package comfort level 3, which is like today's time. They'll do like one LT, 2 LT, stuff like that. 1, 2, 3, and then they'll just have whatever trim it is behind it. And that's basically, this is the third level, which is the highest one you get during this year. ZY1, which just means it's a solid color. Z88, which tells you it's a GMC truck, which on these, the easiest way to tell, look at the VIN number. If the
second and third digit.
well, they're going to be one G, either C or T. GC is a Chevrolet and GT is a GMC, and that goes up to present trucks today, so it's the same thing as that, or same thing as what is today. 13D, it's that light gray inside, the trim.
E36. E36 is fleet side bed.
E63.
E63. You know what I mean.
E63, fleet side. Then they got some of these 50U's, it's Olympic white, it's the paint code, which is 8624 is the color code for this truck. Something about that. There was some here, I want to say it was sometime in 2000s. I think they actually changed this color, because on our computer, you pull that up. There's an earlier, like I think this color started in 85 and it goes up to some mid 2000s or something. Then it's a cutoff and it has a newer formula, but one of them is actually a little bit more green than the other one, because I've gotten that situation. We've sprayed the lighter, sprayed the different, and it's not variants, it's just the straight up
mixtures.
Yeah, the mixtures
it's just
are different.
It's really two different colors.
Yeah, not. I mean, I don't think the common person would ever tell the difference, but if you look at paint all day,
you'd figure it out.
Yeah, you'd pick it out pretty quick. So.
And another thing about this truck, you notice it does have a bed topper on there, which, we're a little on the fence about that around here.
What's that? The
bed topper. But we actually think we think early on in life this thing had a bed cover put on it. I'm pretty sure it's had one on it most of its life.
Yeah, I mean, it's got the hard plastic cover inside it.
Yeah, it's got the hard liner inside.
And a mat. So, I mean, I think it's had that in there at least its whole life. This one here, I'm not...
It may not have been this exact one, but I'm pretty sure it's had a cover on it most of its life.
Yeah.
And the bed, it does have the mat in it, but we have lifted it up and looked. It's clean. It's just got where the plastic liner sat there and
it'll go back and
vibrated a little bit.
It'll take the paint off of it, but
it's typical with a plastic slide-in liner. I guess pump the hood on this thing. And another thing that's been done to the truck that's not original is these clear side markers, which is, not a big deal. You can change side markers. I kind of like them like that, so we'll probably just leave it. But there she is, that big 305 sitting in there.
Yeah, which I mean, for what this is, I don't care if it's a 305 or 350. That don't really matter. As nice as this truck is, I mean,
as long as it's not a 4.3. Sorry to hate on the 4.3s,
sorry,
but anyways, just under the hood, just clean stock, and I really don't think anything's ever been done under here, because it really don't look like it.
I mean, if it's had any mechanical work done, it's been pretty minor, because none of that looks like it's been messed with
in at least 18 years probably.
Well, I'm sure something's been.
They've had to at least change the oil in it, so
I would hope with 90,000 miles. I mean,
at least once, but
yeah, maybe one time.
Yeah, I mean, and I actually seen something the other day talking about this little storage box. They claim that's a rare option. I can't confirm or deny that. There is nothing in there except some dust from 1997.
I know it's a storage box.
Yeah, it's a storage box. So it's supposed to be a rare option, but I can't tell you whether it is or not. I don't know.
Yep. So if you are questioning, like if you ever look at one of these trucks, that tells right there if it's a 5.0, it's a 305. If it was a 350, it'd be a 5.7. But if you ever seriously question one, just look in the glove box in there and find the RPO tag and look it up through that, and it'll tell you what the truck had in it. I would believe that more than I would
the tag on the fan shroud here, because that can easily be changed out. Which I guess so can the glove box, but you'd be more likely to change the shroud than the glove box. So.
Yeah. And that's if you're ever questioning something that whether it's
got the right size engine. But
yeah. I don't know, you want to drive this thing?
Yeah, I guess we need to quit talking about it and drive it.
We need to quit talking about it and be about it.
That's right. Quit yapping and. But. Yeah.
The hood even shuts now.
The hood even shuts good. So yeah, I guess we're gonna back this unit out and spin the block, I guess. So obviously, before we can drive that, got to move that big piece of junk right there. The old big rig. Get out of the way.
Having a yard sale?
We're having a yard sale.
She's getting all over that dog.
She's telling that dog a thing or two, so.
She's telling that dog.
She needs to get out of her pajamas, I think. Heck, it's almost 7 o'clock. All right, so we're out here on the open road. Camden, you're welcome to say anything you please. And this thing rides, drives, handles, feels, smells like a brand new one. Let me tell you. I mean, radio.
You'll put up impressive yard.
Nice and crisp. I mean, it'll drive itself practically.
Just, I don't know about these tires too much.
Tires, I'm gonna be a little cautious. They're probably date coded in 1997 as well.
No, they're not that old.
Another thing, the AC in this truck, ice cold.
You say it was be as cold as ice?
It's as cold as ice, as they say. I mean, the AC is just as cold as any new car made today. It's pretty impressive, actually. You know, we're cruising right now, 45 miles an hour.
No hands
on the wheel. You know,
no lights on.
no lights on. The service engine soon.
Just needs an
I
oil
popped the
change.
hood. The engine's still there. We're fine. Yeah, got a half a tank of gas. Oh, we got somebody trying to eat us from the rear end here. We got a hero coming up behind us.
Do the tightrope at the 30.
Gotta listen to the Tennessee game. Uh-oh.
Big catch that time.
Somebody have been laying left.
Jackson.
I think I'll just join them.
And that's a pickup of 18 yards and a first down.
You know, we're going over a pretty rough road right now, as you can see. And I mean, this thing still rides fairly decent as my head bounces off the ceiling.
Why does it look like your window's down?
It's a long story, actually.
So this, you know, this is not as dark for that one. I will say though, for you know, this is a tight truck still. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah, it's. You know, she handles like a brand new one, son.
I mean, it really does. I'm pretty sure though all that stuff's been put new in here.
I think you are right on that. I'm pretty sure the whole front end of this thing, all ball joints, all the bushings and everything was redone not long ago.
And you can for sure tell it.
You can definitely tell it.
This truck does drive better than, you know, a lot of these things.
Brakes feel really good on the truck. I'm sure they've been replaced at some point, but I obviously don't know when. Yeah, it feels like a brand new truck. If you was to drive this thing off the lot in 97, that feels where I'm at right now. You know, it's.
Just worry about keeping it in the road.
We got this little stretch of bottom here. I'm fixing to let her eat. You know, this dash goes all the way to 100, so we're gonna see how close to it we can get,
Or how many times we'll wrap it around.
I'm gonna wrap this thing about reverse down here. Like I said, you got to take every single opportunity for the most amount of people to see your truck. That's rule number one of owning a truck. Because if you own a truck, you're proud of your truck. Built Ford Tough. Sponsor me, Ford. We don't have the best case going to buy Fords. I mean, we've shown that the Ford is not an ideal truck to buy. What about that truck down there? Look at that little truck down there. That guy right there. If it zooms in quick enough. Hold on, I'll just zoom in for you. That guy right there. Look at that little guy down there.
7-6 Tennessee, but Florida challenging now, first and goal.
All right, and just like that, we made it back. Overall, went great.
Yeah. Well, it's always a great day when you drive on questionable tires and you come back on those tires. So.
Yeah, and I haven't seen any new knots.
No.
Or any twisted belts, so we'll consider ourselves lucky today.
It's been a good day then. So anyway, that's about gonna wrap this one up. One thing I am gonna add, that truck had these wheels on it here. I don't know exactly what brand they are. I think these were made to look like whaled. I think drag. What are they?
Drag lights, I believe, is what they are. No, maybe drag stars. I don't know.
One or the other. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure if that's not what these are, that's what they're made to look like.
Yeah.
So I can't.
Which this setup here is a 15 by 10 all the way around, which is just, you know, a little tire here, just not all that big.
Yeah. So they come on this truck. Probably I'll end up putting them back on there because, you know, at first I'm not gonna say I didn't like them, but I didn't know about them. But the more I looked at it on there, the more I think.
It really fits the truck. The 10s in the back just fill that fender well out so good.
Yeah, I mean it's real, like, I guess 90s era stuff. So
yeah, it fits the decade.
It fits the truck, so we'll probably end up putting those back on it. Just want to do this video just to show really how this truck would look original. So.
And as far as plans for this truck, we really don't have any. Just drive it, really.
Yeah, really, this truck's just gonna just sit here or get drove, not very often, but you know, just enough to keep the battery up on it.
Yeah.
Unlike
that thing, which we won't talk about that.
No.
But yeah, really, when we bought the truck, we were considering, I mean, just basically hammering the thing on some big wheels, and then we kind of realized, you know, you don't see trucks like this.
Much less with under 100,000 miles on it.
So we decided we're just going to keep this one fairly stock-ish, like we said. You know, other than the drop and the side marker lights, the thing stopped.
Yeah.
So, and you know what, like I said, we'll probably throw them wheels back on there. But I mean, really, that's really it for this truck. You'll see this truck in the background. You may see us with it at some shows.
Probably next year.
Probably next year.
I mean, I don't plan on taking it anywhere this year, or we do.
Yeah. So with this truck, you know, that really wraps it up, you know, for our plans and everything for it.
Yep. One thing I will say, kind of mind blowing just to think this truck and this truck is only, what, like 6 years apart?
Yeah.
It's 97, this is an 03.
Yeah, which you can tell GM they got on the ball.
They made some changes.
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, I guess the OBS kind of paved the way to.
I'd agree.
Yeah, I guess more the technology stuff.
Yeah,
even what's on it today. I mean,
the OBS bridged the gap from square body to, you know, really brought the Chevrolet trucks into the modern era, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, I guess because that's really the first truck they put as many electronics on as they did.
Yeah, now they're putting too much electronics on them, but
yeah,
you know.
and I mean,
But
this too. I mean, a low mileage cat eye. I mean, this is an 80,000 mile.
81,000 mile cat eye.
So these are two kind of just rare trucks here.
And on top of that, our dad's one owner, like 110,000 mile step side over here. Bought this truck new in '87, one owner. So yeah, we're kind of growing a small collection here of pretty low mile, nice trucks.
Yeah, I mean, them two being original. This truck, we painted this truck, what, 5 years ago?
5 years. I mean, other than paint, lowering kit, wheels and tires, this truck is fairly original.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
But as far as all that, I think it's going to wrap this up. Well, on that note, there is, like you said a minute ago, there's, what, 2 bigger shows left?
Yeah.
So we'll be at C10 Nationals in Nashville Super Speedway.
In Lebanon.
I think
Kinda
it's
confusing.
September 29th, 30th.
That is correct.
Anyway, we're going to have our dad's 87 step side. It's going to be up there. He'll bring it. And then we're also bringing our 84 LS swap truck. We'll drive both of them up there. You've seen our other videos on this. If you hadn't, go check them out. We basically redone everything under the hood this past, I guess, earlier this spring, whatever.
Yeah, over the winter, spring kind of.
Yeah, so it's been all redone. Motor's been went through everything, painted some stuff in there. So it's fully ready to go. So
yeah, like you said, if you haven't seen the videos on this truck, I think we have
I think there's 3 or 4.
3 or 4. So go back and watch
Our
them.
last video was this truck. So
Yeah.
anyway, go back, check it out. And I think with that, that's about going to wrap this video up. Go back and check out our other videos if you haven't. I mean, we got plenty of projects going on right now. We'll soon have an update on a 85 short bed. It's in the body shop right now. We've got some stuff filmed on it. That'll be coming pretty soon here.
Yeah, it's a pretty big project.
Yeah,
So.
it's a full paint and body all over. So we'll be getting to that here before long. Hope to have that truck done here very soon.
Yeah.
Start some more of our stuff up. So with any of that, appreciate you watching and see you on the next one.